in this tutorial, I'm going to be explaining to you what an empathy map is and where you should use it. And at the end of the video, we are going to be also talking about this practical example I have here of two different brands, HelloFresh and Uber Eats. And I created an empathy map for each of them so that you will have a practical example as well. Let's get started. What you see right now in front of you is how a normal empathy map looks like. I got this from a Figma community project from a designer, but it works. Now, one of the questions you might have is, when should I use an empathy map for my projects? And my answer to that is right after your discovery search, and once you finish your user personas based on that research, you can do an empathy map. And there's a reason why you want to do it just after your user personas and also after you have talked to some potential users. The reason is you want to initially have an idea of who you are designing your product for, but also more importantly, if you have a primary, secondary or tertiary users for your app, each user persona will represent a single empathy map. It will help you and your marketing manager to be in the same mindset when you are actually going to be talking about some structural changes or sketches for your ideas, so that everybody can think of the user first. This is how a normal empathy map looks like. It has four big columns: hear, think, feel, see, and say, do. For the hear column, you are going to be talking about what kind of their general communities say about the product that they are gonna get, whether that is competition or the usage of that product, meaning and we are going to go over a practical example very soon. For the say and do, we are going to be basically writing down what do they say or do when they are going to using their product. It might be a context, it might be how they talk to the other people around them when they are going to use your product. And see is basically what is their environment when they are going to use your product, meaning are they going to use it when they are taking the subway, are they going to use it when they're at the office, and what kind of your competition also looks like here in terms of the problems that you are trying to solve. Think and feel part is the hardest, and the reason is you are making assumptions of what a person is thinking, and this should really rely on observance from the user research you did. Whether if you've seen somebody was nervous when you're asking them questions about their pains or goals about the project, then you might jot down, okay, they might actually feel anxious when they are using X type of product. Gains and pains is once you did the four columns, you can write the gains as in like what are they gaining from using your product, and pains as what are their pains that we are trying to solve for them. Let's say we are talking about HelloFresh. Now, if you don't know, HelloFresh is an application that offers the service of, as a user, you can pick the meal kit you want to receive every week, and they are going to be sending you that meal kit with instructions of what you can cook with them. Let's say if you want to make a steak dinner and you order the meal kit for a steak dinner for twice a week, you are going to get all the ingredients, whether that is potatoes, the meat, the sauce, etc. And you will follow the instructions. And we are going to be talking about the second app, which is Uber Eats. And if you don't know what Uber Eats is, it basically lets you order in food from your home or anywhere, and it has most of the major fast food chains or local restaurants that you can be mostly in North America. The usual usage is for the user to actually, if they don't have food, they just order it, it comes fast, they don't need to leave their apartment. While for the HelloFresh, you are really trying to be much more health conscious, and also you might like cooking and you might actually just don't want to shop the groceries but still cook with your partner or alone. Meaning the first choice as HelloFresh, the goal for the typical user is to eating much more in healthy conscious manner, where you might not have done the groceries but you still want to cook. And the second one for the Uber Eats is you don't have time to cook, which is the main pain, and you want to order something and eat as fast as possible, save time. If we are talking about HelloFresh, while it's in the same category of space like Uber Eats, there's a few things different for a typical user for this one. For example, for say or do, what I wrote down if I was working on building HelloFresh, I wrote down the person of I try to buy groceries once a week and I work out 3 times a week, because to signal that they are health conscious. And what they hear from their family or friends might be that a dinner date is a great idea, meaning that they can actually order in groceries, the meal kits from HelloFresh, and they can cook with their partner, and that might be their date idea, spending time. And if you go to the HelloFresh website, there are ideas, and a lot of couples are actually buying these kits for these reasons. And they're thinking and feeling, well, they are actually much more, because they are health conscious, their negative feelings are much more about, hey, I did not have time to prepare healthy food for my family, or I don't get some quality time with my partner. And HelloFresh can be a solution for that one. And what they see in their environment is they see a lot of apps that deliver cooked food to their house, like Uber Eats or other stuff, but no app that delivers the ingredients so they can cook themselves. Another thing that they can see for their environment context would be mostly they would order from home. I don't think that you will use HelloFresh if you are working at an office because you wanted to come to home. So probably the main usage environment will be their home base. And once you do these 4 columns, then you can write the pains and the gains. Like we said, pains would be the quality time with a partner is really lacking, and the gains, one of the gains would be that they enjoy cooking more, they eat healthier and save time. It's a good balance. And also they probably learn new recipes because the pre-made kits come with instructions, and it might be a good way to discover new recipes. If we are talking about Uber Eats though, remember the main pain is saving time and eating as quickly as possible because you don't have time to cook. Maybe you are working in a fast-paced work environment, and based on this user persona, what this user might say and do is they order their food just before lunchtime or dinner and they realize their kitchen is empty, and they try to order healthier stuff when their co-workers are around because they don't want judged, and what they hear from their friends or families, they need to eat healthier. And this might help with the app, where maybe in Uber Eats in the future iterations, if you choose to see, hey, I want to see only healthy food options, which I believe has come in 2022 for the Uber Eats app, then you can see your healthy options as well instead of just seeing pizza or hamburgers. For Think and Feel, this kind of a user is probably stressed about their work life, they're on the go, and they get anxious when they don't have food to feed themselves because maybe they are trying to relieve that anxiety by eating. And what they see around their environment is a lot of coworkers eating lunch, and that might be a trigger for them. Or if they're at home, they might see an empty fridge. For the competition, they might see a lot of different food apps, but that don't offer wide variety like most of the local restaurants, etc. Now their pains is lack of time to cook and being judged by others, and gains is usually saving time and also saving energy from cooking because for them it's a means to an end. You can see how while both of the applications and businesses are in the same space, the empathy map that I figured ended up very different compared to each other, and that is because what I assume as the average user is different. And I use both of these applications and my mindset when I use them was different. And if I was a designer working in either companies and a new product manager or I met with a marketing department just to get them in the same mindset of what I'm thinking, a really good empathy map might be a crucial thing to do just after user research, so we can be on the same point to have these discussions of how to make this product better. Now, thanks so much for watching this video, guys, and if you haven't already, please click on that subscribe button below so that you will get a notification when I release a new video that will help you learn more about UX design and become a better designer. And take care. Hey guys, I have put 2 more videos at the end of this video that I believe will make you have a better career in UI UX design. Make sure you check them out, and if you have any questions, make sure that you drop a comment below.